everybody, so as you can see, our Ranger has some major camber. Part of it is, I believe our coil springs are a little stiffer, so it's sitting a lot higher than it should be, which will take some angle out of it, but it's not going to be quite enough. The reason it's so bad is when he bought the beams, he bought them used. They did not come with drop brackets, and he was told that the beams, everything worked perfect without them. I think they were welded to the truck. So we went ahead and did everything according to what the previous guy said. And obviously it's not right now that we have it all together. So here's how we're gonna solve it. Unfortunately, these are not equal length beams. These are stock location beams, which is gonna make this a little more complicated. So, did get some new equipment. We got a lathe here, we got a lathe, and we got a mill. But here's the solution. I got some equal length IBeam drop brackets, and these obviously aren't going to work, but they have the notch for the frame. But these have the length that we need to drop them. We're basically going to use them to there. You can see here I cut one. I'm basically trimming them to fit. So I still have that little tiny bit of the corner there, but this actually fits really nicely up in the passenger side. But this is what it's gonna look like fully assembled. Obviously trimming the top to fit the truck frame as it is. So I'm starting with the passenger side. The passenger side then needs to get shaved down a little bit more to fit the driver's side. So I do have a template that I made, real basic. Went in there, figured out my drop from stock location to where it's gonna be is 5 1/4 inches of drop on the beam. So the beam right now is sitting like this. It's gonna drop at 5 1/4 inches, leveling it out, which is gonna bring that tire a lot straighter than it is. So starting with driver's side, I'm trimming these. I'm gonna get the truck up on jack stands, drop the beam, get these trimmed perfectly. I am starting to drill the holes for the bolts. As you can see here, I am using the new mill drill pass here. Goes right through, right like butter, which is really impressive compared to the little two that we've always used back there. So I'm going to make this hole 5/8 to match the other ones, and then I'm going to be able to trim it until I can get this bolt through stock location, and then we can put the back gussets and everything in, which are these, which we are going to have to trim down as well. You can see they're hanging off quite a bit, but that's okay. It's still going to be boxed. It boxes up the whole backside and through the middle. And then the outside has these bolt plates. These are cut out of 3/16. We had to cut these in-house. Each side's gonna be doubled up, so they're gonna be extremely thick, extremely strong, and they're gonna be plated two 3/16 plates inside as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep drilling holes, and I'm gonna get these all trimmed up and lined up in place to fit. final product, I do have the outer bolt gussets on now. There she is. So she is beefy. Alright, so as you guys saw in a quick time lapse, I do have the driver's side one fully welded on, front and back, around the side, and a couple spots on the inside where the factory mount touches. So now I'm over here working on the passenger side. Have this one all mocked up. I have it at the same degree as this one, so it's going to lean in about a ½ inch. And here's the back of it. So the back one's just going to cope with the bottom of the frame. The side is notched for maximum contact, so we can weld it all the way around. But the front one has quite a bit of contact patch, as well as we're still going to utilize the stock bolt hole. So I did trim it according to the contour of the frame, so I'll be able to fully weld all the way around it and on the inside like I did the passenger side. So now I have it tacked in place. These side pieces, I'm going to pull it off, put it on the table, and I'm going to fully weld that bracket, and then I'll weld it to the truck same as we did the passenger side.
Here we go.
There she is, nice and hot. Weld the insides as well, just to make sure it's super strong. Welded the side, I'm gonna have to grind that. Now I'm gonna have to put the side overlays on. leave this open because when I put it on the truck, I can run a beat and then I'll run that second beat on top of this other beat.
Be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity, it's a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I can change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you're right out of beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing in the things in the past. Move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Even though your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you see greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Built to last in the webs I'm weaving. I can change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the hidden things in the past. Move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
Alright, so the driver's side is welded. You can see I have it fully welded all the way around. And then everything on the side here. See if I can do this, you can see it. As well as come around here to the back. There's the back. So that is fully extended. You can see how much it dropped. The bolt is still through the factory location. So everything, both sides is 5 1/4, and it is leaning 12 degrees in. So there we go. So there's both sides.